Welcome back to Big Bris TV, and on this episode, we're gonna listen. You're gonna see in a minute. All through this episode and toward the end of that last episode, I didn't even realize that I was missing a front dog bone. When I'm showing this center drive shaft wobble in here, you'll see that this wheel is not moving at all, and I totally missed that. So when I said that I was going to take this out, I realized I did take it out up to the roof, and I realized that it was driving crazy, and when I flipped it over, that's when I noticed. So I just got this in the mail, so I had to postpone the run. This is from A Main, and what it is, it's a set including the dog bones. Unfortunately, with this car, and I'll talk about that a little bit later, you have to buy this whole set with the 8 rotors, the calipers, and just to get the dog bone. And the upgrade situation to this is bananas. All right, so I'm gonna run the video of me installing the heavy duty motor mount and this drive shaft. I'll show a little bit of me installing that when we get back and what else I've done. And so enjoy that, and I'll be right back. I called up Kyosho about the missing light bucket bulb holder, and they called me right back, and they told me send them an email with my receipt, and boom, I spoke to a guy named Derek. He was really nice and helpful, and so he got a new one shipped out to me. I was really hoping they would send me a whole body set, but you know, that would be greedy. But okay, so to get this thing in here, basically you just get it down in there. This lifts up, and you get it in there like that, and boom, that part's done. So let me give you a shot of the gears in the rear diff. This lifts up, and boom, there you have that. Your gears in there. Those are metal gears, ring and pinion, input shaft, and I believe they sell a whole host of metal parts for this, but we're gonna get that back in there like that. It's these two in the back over here. Now for the motor mount, we're gonna line that up with that little groove there, and this is 2mm for the pinion grub screw. Crack that loose. 2.5mm for these screws, and you don't want to screw these in too tight. I found that it seems like the motor metal is really soft, so if you over tighten these, you might expand the holes in the motor. So I know they give you a few options. Okay, so let's remember where we have this one. Okay, teardrop up. That's E, right? They said in the manual that you want to go into the hole G for a 35 tooth pinion, which is what I'm using. And G is just a bit too snug. So I'm going in F. And this set also came with this washer. This would be if you use the brush motor, which has vents, openings on the top of the motor, but this brushless motor doesn't have those vents, so we don't need to use that. So F on that side would be F on this side. You have ooh, yes, this is more positive. Now that I'm tightening these into this aluminum, you can tighten it down, I'm seeing. I guess when I was tightening into this plastic, the plastic was what was squishing. Perhaps, yeah. So then this teardrop shape slides right into here like this. Boom. And you see there how the shaft is a little bit too long. I rounded that out a little bit better with my reamer, both the top and bottom. I rounded this out a little bit better. Can you see it there? Let's go in with this pinion. See what kind of backlash spacing we have. Okay, let's say I want to go down just a little bit more. Okay. You see that gear mesh? That's not actually moving at all, independent of each other. When you move one, the other one's moving. It's snug in there, but it seems to work. So, and remember, I went in F. It advised me to go into G, but you can see how when I get those sandwiched back in together, right down in there. You see that? Try to make the hole a little nicer. So out with the old and wobbly. See, now this thing is really rigid. I mean, I could bend it. It feels like it might want to snap. You could do the whole pencil wobbly thing. But when it's spinning, matter of fact, we're gonna check it right now. Here's my choice of pinions. 36, 37, 38, and 35 is in there. So I went with the smallest. I don't need this to be a speed run beast or anything like that, but we're just trying to see, get our bang for the buck, get out of that hobby wing brushless system. All right. So if you're not sure if your gear mesh is too tight or not, just try to roll the vehicle back and forth like this. If you can roll on its own, then you should be good. I have a bunch of these Velcro straps. I just use this to hold the battery cable down because this one Kyosho strap is not enough. It's kind of deficient for this big 3S battery. So. And did I show you guys how I had to trim everything to get everything to fit? I kind of like that because, you know, it just shows that I went to the max. And I got this extra wire in here for the battery, for the light kit. I ordered, oh man, I'm just seeing this now. Shaved off the lip. I'll talk a little bit about that later when I do my final thoughts on this, but yeah. I got the light kit wired in. Like I said, Kyosho is sending me the bulb holder for this. So those bulbs on this side are just temporarily in. But I ordered yellow bulbs and they sent me amber. And they do have an option for yellow and an option for orange. So amber is more close to orange, right? I think so. All right, enough yapping. Let's get this thing. Let's see what we're gonna get. Okay. Okay. I'm still seeing vibration in that center shaft, but not nearly as much as the plastic. Oh, that thing is violent. All right, so we're back. I also installed a fan on this motor here. This is a Hobby Fans fan, and it came with a really long lead, generous. So I coiled it up like that. For any of you wondering how we get these things coiled, simply just take a driver, wrap the wire around the driver like that, and when you're done wrapping, you just pull the driver out, boom, and the wire will stay coiled up nice like that, like the old telephone cable. Well, I learned to at least do it. The Walkman headphone cable cords, it was always extra long, so you wrapped it up like this, you know, and so it could look a little bit neat. So that's the way I got these two generous cords wrapped up also. All right, so let's get to this. 2mm bolt right in here. I already took it out. If you can see that there, boom. I called up A-Main to tell them about the case of the missing bulb holder, right? And they said, you reached us outside of business hours. You could always leave us an email. So I sent them an email and I told them exactly what happened. Someone called me back and said, hey, we got your message. And he tried to find the part number, because obviously they would just find the part number and send me out the part. But there is no part number for that bulb holder. See, we're at that weird part of the season where I get sunlight through my skylight through here, and then it's dark in this section. So it makes for interesting videos. I have this ring light on, but when I look back at my videos, I'm like, I'm doing some things in the dark, some things in... He couldn't find it, and so the only option would have been to send me a complete body set. Kyosho has, you know, obviously they have more stuff than what the retailer has. So he suggested I contact them. He gave me the number to Kyosho. Now remember, everybody in this story is really nice and helpful. Gives me the number to Kyosho. I call Kyosho, goes to their voicemail, leave a message. I get an immediate call back, and the guy tells me, I think it's Derek, tells me, yeah, send me an email with your receipt and, you know, the part or whatever, and I'll let you know. So he calls me, he writes me back on the email. Thank you. I'll get is it just the bulb holder you need? And I'm like, yeah, just the bulb holder. But feel free to send me a whole body set if you want to. And I laughed, and then he laughed back, and he said he was trying to avoid that. Anyway, he said he'll get the bulb holder and the screw, which I totally forgot about. It takes 2 screws out to me in the mail. So that's great. I'm happy. Next day, I get a email from A-Main saying, hey, will a complete body set solve the issue? And I'm like, yes, it would, but I don't want to be overly compensated. I mean, I'm already getting the part that's missing. Okay, so we're back in effect. From Kyosho, he says, no worries. I sent a body set out to you, buddy. Made my day right there. So hats off to Kyosho and A-Main for their excellent customer service. The other thing is, now that I'm getting another body, what am I going to do with it? So I have something epic coming. You guys are not going to want to miss this. This is going to be phenomenal. All right, let's get this clicked on. There we go. So we should be back. Yes, now. And look at the balloonage on this. Oh, now we could get it out. This time I didn't go so far down in case homeboy is down there that want to kick me out. But I had to do gymnastics just to get in here. So let's see if we could get this going. I have a thick layer of pollen on everything here. So hopefully I'm getting this on film. All right, we're on 3S. Let's go. All right. She wanna drift. See? So all right, let's make sure she's going straight first. That's full trigger. Oh, see? See, she can't do it. We got 46.9 and some more scratches. Let's I'm gonna have to wind it out. Oh, that was less than ideal. But she is a rally car, right? That is off-road. I'm getting flashbacks of the infraction. Alright, I got 1, 2, I count 4 dog bones. Okay. What did I get before? 52? Alright, that was wide open. Oh, she. Okay, let's bring her back wide open. Let's try. Man, those tires really let her down. Let's see if we got more. 55.5, okay. 55.5, son. I'm good with that, but let's try for some more. I knew she had more in her. Or maybe we need to warm up those tires. Why? Why? I need a gyro. That's what it. You know, I actually ordered a WRC mini radio since I'm complaining about how. Wow. Freedom. I'm complaining about how gigantic these radios are. So. And I ordered 2 receivers that come with gyros. So I'm gonna put that in this one and whatever I'm planning to do with the other body. Let's see what we get. I failed. All right, before we take her to the 55.5, 3 5s. Oh, we got some tail lights hanging. Let me get those plugged in. See, this is why I need those bulb holders. I had so much fun driving these things out there. You'll see a little bit more about that in another video, but hey, I don't want to make this too long. You gotta stay tuned to the channel because I have a list of pros and cons to owning this thing. We're gonna get it cleaned up, and I have some epic things coming for the twin body that's gonna come, so I'm gonna do a head-to-head battle. You're not gonna want to miss that, I promise, guys. So everybody hit that thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, stay well, and I'll catch you on the next one.